Hey guys, it's Molly. So I've made a video just a little bit ago about my life story or whatever, but it was extremely long, so I'm gonna redo it. But first I'm going to do Teri's suggestion that she wanted me to do. Hi Teri. She wanted me to talk about porn. I don't know why, just because it's a random subject. I don't like porn just because it's not in front of me. Like, the girls are not in front of me physically. That's a turn off for me. If I can't touch them, if I can't see them, like, right in front of me, feeling their body heat, whatever, doesn't do anything for me. Porn is just like another TV show. Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to start off with whenever I was born, April 17th, 1989. I was loved by my mother. I don't know who my dad is. I'm not going to give you guys the full-on stories, just because of the simple fact that they are very touchy subjects, and I don't want to start crying. Whenever I was 3 years old, my mother was murdered by my stepfather. She was stabbed 47 times. This is her. Her case is a cold case file because he only went to jail for 6 months. Whenever I was, from that time till I was 15, I actually thought that he was in prison. And come to find out, he wasn't. And I ended up having a panic attack over that. So I have a little brother who is 2.5 years younger than me. His name is Benjamin. I don't ever talk to him, but I have met him twice, 3 times since my daughter was born. I had a really good childhood from the time that my mom passed away till I was 12 years old, because my grandmother and my grandfather adopted me and took me into their home and pretty much raised me in the southern country home. Whenever I was 12 years old, I came down with ulcerative colitis, and then whenever I was also 12 years old, I had a dream that my grandmother was going to get into a car accident, and 3 weeks later she did. She ended up having a fractured spine, two broken wrists. She had to have a colostomy bag. She had to have reconstruction on her nose. The whole 9 yards. She ended up coming down with breast cancer after that. She had had breast cancer before, but they ended up removing it and got rid of it for like the longest time, and then it came back whenever she got into the car accident. Whenever I was 15 years old, she ended up coming down with bone cancer and lung cancer, along with the breast cancer and all the stuff from the wreck. Whenever all that happened, she passed away whenever I was 15 years old. To this day, I miss her like crazy, like you would not believe. She was pretty much the only woman who raised me, besides my Aunt Brenda. Shortly after my grandma passed away, my uncle passed away, which was her son. And then shortly after my uncle passed away, whenever I was pregnant with my daughter, my Aunt Brenda passed away, who was like my sister, and was also my grandmother's daughter. So on that whole side of that family was pretty much wiped out right after my grandma got passed away. I wasn't blood related to her, but it felt like it. She was everything to me. So was my aunt. I wasn't exactly close to my uncle because certain reasons. I get creeped out by guys a lot of times. But whenever I was pregnant with my daughter, well, no, before I was pregnant with my daughter, February 14th, 2008, I had a miscarriage. It was with the baby that I was actually trying to have. A month later, I was raped, and I ended up getting pregnant with Darla. And the guy didn't go to, well, he didn't go to jail because they would have just let him out either way for it. We're still trying to get him to pay child support, whatever else. She doesn't live with me right now. My daughter was born December 5th, 2008. She was 5.10 pounds, 15 inches. My little baby girl. You guys will probably see the pictures of her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Like, she's the light of my world. Like, in a sense, that situation, it was extremely horrific for me, but in the same sense, it was a blessing. Because I needed something positive in my life at that time, and she was the only thing that was positive for me. Whenever I had her, I went to the doctors, and they diagnosed me with depression, dwarfism. They diagnosed me with anxiety, panic, paranoia, along with a lot of other things. And about a year ago, I ended up having to sign my daughter over because the situation at my house is not healthy for a child. Not because DHS says so or because anybody else says so, but because I say so. I know what's best for my child. And my grandfather right now is pretty much deteriorating in front of our very eyes. He has heart failure. He can hardly eat. He pretty much drinks from the time he wakes up till the time he gets to bed. It's extremely hard. And for all we know, this could be the last year that we spend with him. And me and him tend to, like, fight a lot. Well, we used to until I finally told him that I was gay. And that I don't have any attraction to guys whatsoever. That's just how it is. And ever since I came out, it's been a lot easier to live in the same house as him. My aunt Lori is here to help us out and whatever else. She's been a lot of help, like ridiculously a lot. She has been helping me through a lot of stuff. She has become pretty much one of my best friends, just like my grandma and my aunt were. Me and my aunt Lori have had our bouts and gone at each other's throats I don't know how many times. But we've gotten over that for my grandfather's sake and because of all the stuff that's going on. But I've got a lot more in my life than most people know. This is just a little bit of a sum of it because I'm trying to make the video as short as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions whatsoever, anything about advice or anything like that, or if you just want to talk to me, be my friend, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm here until, well, pretty much sunrise. I hardly ever sleep now. But go ahead and hit me up, let me know, but love you guys, so bye.